Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome one and all to the next episode of Minecraft Quick Build Challenge. And can you feel them? What, you ask? Oh, that would be the insect currently crawling up your leg, the other one on your arm, the three on your back converging towards your face, clattering jaws, seeping venom, little barbed feet making their way over your body until, at last, you wake up! Hey, it was all a bad dream. And then when you wake up, you realize there's a giant insect in bed next to you, which makes me wonder what you got up to last night. Hey, if you're into insects, I'm not going to judge you. But really, that could be a really... Insects is similar to another word that could be taken very differently and should definitely not be a topic of quick build. Oh my god. So now that I've made you all imagine insects crawling all over you, I think we're in a fantastic mood, so let's do this. What is wrong with me? Commentating 101 really creep your audience out. I'm sorry. The winner of last week was Longhead Santa for his fantastic creative Lady and the Tramp rendition. It really did deserve to win. So, shoot a twist. Especially, it was a trouncing, was Longhead Santa, especially with vote 3 getting a penalty for using more than one block. Okay, I'm assuming this one. Ooh, rage shoots. All right, give me that bow. Give me. I need a bow and a. I don't know how to Minecraft. Shut up. Boom. And so boom must include explosives. Okay. All right. Must include explosives! How could this go wrong? Honestly, that's not the twist that I expected to be there. Oh god, my poor server. My poor server. Let's do this! 3, 2, 1, go! 12 minutes on the clock. The topic of the day is insects. Let's get it on! Insects is a very good topic because they, after all, are the most diverse and numerous species on the planet. Here we observe the natural builder insect in its environment that is the arena. It's selecting blocks and trying to work out what to build. It's being quite indecisive because it's being confused by commentating on itself trying to pick blocks, and that's preventing it from doing both things at once. God damn it, Self! Stop handicapping me! Okay, so I want that. I want, like, red. Okay, so what I want to do is make, like, a microcosm of a bit of undergrowth, okay? I want to do a very miniature build that's hopefully got a lot of detail and looks pretty good. I had a few ideas when they came up with insects, the challengers, because, of course, the challengers always decide the topic with a discussion, which sometimes takes them so long because people are so indecisive. But that aside, I kind of wanted to do a battle between, like, a swarm of like, bees and ants, maybe, but then I was like, hang on, am I gonna be able to build literally a swarm of 2 groups of insects in 12 minutes? No, I don't think I am. So I decided to go for something that would be pleasant to look at. Who knows how it's gonna work, because I certainly don't. Oh, God. Okay, good. That'll do for now. So I need to make it a little bit bumpier, and I also need to have some dirt, clay, and maybe yellow to make, like, a leaf if we make it sort of autumny. So let's make the ground a little bit more sort of mixed, if you get me. I really don't know how this is going to look, but I am going to try my best to be the very best, like no insect trainer ever was. Pokemon would be very different if... I mean, I know there are insect Pokemon, but I mean, like, insects that are today's standards of insects, not those fancy, smanchy, olden-style insects. No, because they were 6-foot-long dragonflies. You did not want to be afraid of insects in dinosaur times. There are literally dragonflies that could eat a baby, and do you want your baby eaten by dragonflies? No, you do not. Okay, so this is going to be, like, bits of grass coming out the ground that I want to have. So that's the kind of scale we're working here, guys. This is grass, so that's what I want you to imagine here. So actually, I can't make individual blades of grass, can I? I can't. Help! He is keeping us captive! Oh, well played, sir. Well played. Okay, so if we have some sort of, like, leaf on the ground that's, like, That looks terrible. So that doesn't look like what I want it to look like, does it? The mud is supposed to be like muddy and mudmanship. 9 minutes remaining on this insect build. Talking of insects, I've recently moved into a new place, so I have more than one single room now, which I had during uni, and that means I open windows to keep it cool, but that also means insects start coming in, which is a problem for me because I am a massive wimp when it comes to insects. I really can't stand them. So far I've had to have a fight with not one but 2 wasps, okay? It was a close battle. There was much collateral, but eventually I came out on top. It was a glorious day for my empire. I smoked the moth, but the thing is, I'm too scared of the wasp's corpse, so I actually haven't cleaned it up off the floor because I'm scared it'll spring back to life, and I don't want that to happen because it would scare the living daylights out of me. So there's just a moth corpse on my floor. It's been there for a week, and I hate the expression living daylights. What the fuck is a living daylights, and how do you have it scared out of you? Like, is anyone ever gonna complain that the daylight has been scared? Do they just become really dark? Can you not see them? Do you become a walking silhouette? Because if that happened, that would be fucking cool. I mean, really. So we're gonna have our flower going on here, and then we're gonna have a little bit of yellow stemming out the center, and then what I'm going to have being built, there we go. So that looks like a flower coming out of the garden because they're relatively taller than the blades of grass. So if I increase this kind of look better in my mind, I'm not going to lie. And the explosions are going to happen later on. I've got kind of a cool idea on how to... Oh, it's an explosive butterfly. That's such a cool idea. That is fine. Alright, so what I want up here is I'm going to try and build sort of microscopic bees to scale with the plant, if that makes sense. So we'll build maybe 3 of them actually sharing this plant, because bees are very, very selfless sharers. I mean, let's be honest here. So we've got that there. I need some fence. There we go. Oh, God, I can see the moth corpse while I'm recording. It keeps looking at me like, I know what you did last week. I'm gonna get my friends, and we're gonna arrive here, and we're gonna bug you so much. I just imagine that's how a moth laughs, with a sort of type thing. So that's the bee's sort of front jawry type things, and then if I get some carpet to represent their wings and put the wings above their front legs, I think that actually does look like some bees that are... I think that's okay. I kind of like that. So then if we take it a little bit... In fact, no, I want a hornet that's coming to prey on these breeze. On the breeze! The hornet arrives on the breeze. What do we do? So if we have that there, this is going to be a lot more vicious, so... It's got to have this coming forward, and it's got to be a lot more, like, bulky. Do I want it to be more bulky? Maybe I could handle it being a 4 thing, because relative to bees, hornets are about maybe 3 times their size, so I can afford to get a little bit crazy here. So maybe if I get some slabs. Is there any black-coloured slabs? Not really, so I'm going to have to do the body connector as just one, because the body connector is often thinner, if I recall correctly. I think so, and then we can have the jaws of it coming out like that, so that actually looks good, and then we can represent the compound eyes by having eyes that go round its head like that, and then if we do its antenna with these... Hey, come on, that's not terrible. Alright, and then if we have some white glass to represent the wings, this is coming together better than I thought it would. I'm quite chuffed with this. So we have that coming like that, so that's the segments of the body, like so. In fact, we'll make it a little bit higher, because this is where the tail connector is going to be, and it needs to be thinner, the tail, because then it comes up in like a block, because it's like going to sting. If you get... No, it should come down if it's going to sting. What am I on about? I know my insect stuff, don't you worry. I have the power. Okay, so if that's going round there, it needs its body to sort of curl round in order to inject the venom, right? So if we have it like that, that looks a little bit weird. So I will... There we go. That's what it's kind of missing, I think. Yeah, and then it comes down into there. Yeah, that kind of looks like a bigger version of the bee. Not as specifically accurate, but then it couldn't really be because of how it is. And that's going to be the stinger that's going on there. And then they need their legs to come out, so that can actually have legs. There we go. That looks alright. Annoyingly, Annoyingly, I can't have the legs go exactly as I want them because they go like that, but really, I'm kind of happy with this. This really could look a lot worse. Like, you know, guys, that this could look a lot worse. So we got this other bigger insect coming in to feed on that one, and then if we have its wings coming out of this part of its back, which is where it would come out, and it's to scale as well. This build, guys, is to scale. You've got to appreciate the difficulty in building something to scale. Tough for these chickens! Apparently someone thinks a chicken is an insect, so that's a thing. And then if we have the other wing coming out over here, there we go. Unfortunately, I'm going to have them attached together because of the space I'm working with, but it's not the end of the world. There's 4 minutes remaining! What the hell in all of what? I've got an awkward story to tell you as well. I just got really entranced by my non-shit build. Okay, so that's coming in to feed on these bees, which are going on down here. And what I want down here is a ant. I'm going to make a tiny little ant, and that can be attached with a dark slab because it looks enough. In fact, if we have a little ant trail, that might work quite well. So if we have the ants' bodies like that, that makes sense. And then if we have the legs coming down like so, I mean, they're insects, so you just got to imagine that they are touching the ground because that's kind of how they work. So if we have it like that, there we go. Ah, I need to do explosives as well. And the awkward story, it's not a big deal, but I've already managed to really weird out one of the people that live in my new building, because they came to the door and they'd managed to lock themselves out, so they rung my buzzer to try and get me to come and let them in, which is a reasonable thing to do, I'm not gonna lie. But because I didn't really like the idea of going outside and letting people in, because I knew it would result in awkward situations. That's the ant carrying a leaf, by the way, because they carry leaves, don't they? Because they're ants. See? I know what I'm doing. This is awesome. I'm liking this microcosm. So basically, they kept ringing my doorbell for as long as possible, and I eventually like, fuck it, I'll go let them in, whatever, I don't care, just get this over with. And I went outside, and I looked through a window that I can use to see who's at the door. And I was like, oh, I don't know these people. I guess I'm not going to let them in then, because I was just investigating who they were. But as I happened to do that, they looked up and saw me, and then the thing that betrayed me, we made eye contact. And you know the rules. If eye contact is made, you can no longer get out of having to do whatever it is that you are currently doing. So what I ended up having to do was go let them in. Now, I went downstairs, okay, and wait, there we go, there they go. No, I skipped out a bit of the story, I'm sorry guys, it's because I'm building really intense, it gets me, and then if we extend this, I've got a minute left and I need to do my explosives. How am I going to do my explosives? What was my idea? I've forgotten my idea! So I went out, saw them, made eye contact, and the thing is, I still didn't want to let them in because I didn't know them, so I pretended to not see them, even though we'd seen each other, and kind of backed back out, and then they kept ringing the doorbell over and over again. I was like, I can't do it, they've seen me, they know I've seen me, so I went back out, and they made eye contact with me again, and I pointed at myself like, who, me? And they went, yes, you, and I was like, oh! And then I was like, sorry, didn't see you before, and they were like, okay, man, okay, and they looked at me like I'd just slapped their children, and walked off. So, there we go, I've already creeped out someone in my house. So I've got ants moving on that, I've got like an aerial attack going on here. What I want to quickly do over here is have a sort of spider, like, oh, I'm not going to be able to build that in 38 seconds. Damn, I'm going to have to leave it like this. So what shall I do for explosives? What shall I do? Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Here we go. I'm going to take, must include explosives a little bit liberally here, okay, because what this is going to be, and I'm building out of orange because I didn't have time to get another block, even though this is really retarded to build what this is out of. What I want this to represent, okay, is something that's going to have an explosive impact on the lives of these insects. Explosive impact, because explosions, that's the expression, okay? It's going to be explosive. What results from this is going to be someone's shoe from a human, or a hand, in fact, it looks more like hand, like a balled up hand, that's about to crush this hand. So it's, and then just in case, to really make the metaphor complete, I'm going to put that there. So there you go. 3, 2, 1, stop. So that, I kind of like what I've gone for here. I think it looks okay. I mean, this maybe could be better. But I think this will be quite a good quick build. I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed doing this insect quick build, guys. I hope you have enjoyed watching it. Awkwardness, insect stuff, creepy collie, the bloody moth corpse that won't go away. Alright, guys. So, my vote 1 is a microscopic little look at a patch of grass. We see some grassy stuff, an ant feeding on that, another ant carrying leaves somewhere. We have a plant growing out that some bees are trying to pollinate, but then a hornet is coming in to prey on them, which is bigger than them. And then we have a human hand or foot, whichever one you think is more likely to be that, going to crush this ant in an explosive way, because it will explosively affect their lives. So there you go, that's vote 1. Over in vote 2, we have, like insect tank things firing explosive lasers into a building causing lava. I mean, points for originality, spiders everywhere, and then giant robot insect death tanks of explosiveness. Vote 2. Over vote 3, we have the explosion butterfly. This, kids, is the TNT fly. It's explosive in 29 states. So it's like a museum and the explosion fly and people looking at it. That's vote 3. And over in vote 4, we have, like a custom explosion insect that has them lining its back, and it can fire them out its mouth, and it's obliterated a prey insect and like scorched it so it can consume it. That's really cool. It's got like a nest of TNT. That's really integrating the topic there. A custom explosion fly feeding on a poor insect. Vote 4. Awesome. I love this quick build. Vote 1, vote 2, vote 3, and vote 4. Remember, you can get involved with quick build if you want to be on the show by following the Facebook page in the description. Also, guys, I'd like to know what topics that have been done before you'd like to see again, because there's a few good ones, but I'm always worried about doing them again in case you're like, you did this like a year ago, Rage, what are you doing? So yeah, let me know on that front. Remember to like if you enjoyed this, it really does help me out and I appreciate it, and subscribe for more. Oh, good, get out my face! Oh, good boy, creepy individual. You've been watching